fans. Mark, big game for both teams here.
Yeah, this is why you play. This is why you play, right? You play your conference games, you play your tournament games. You want to get a high seed. Eagan did a nice job. They got the #1 seed in Section 3. But Hastings they're a scrappy team. I know their assistant coach. They'll be ready to play. We got to be ready to go here. We can't take them lightly.
It's win or go home for both teams. Mark, what can you tell us about the Hastings Raiders?
Well, their top scorers, they don't have a ton of scoring. The top scorer is Sam Benson. She's got 7 goals, 17 points. Taylor Larson second with 14 points. They start a freshman in nets. That's where we got to test. We got to get in front of her face. We got to put the pressure on her. As a freshman goalie, that's where our advantage is. Get it down low, cycle it down low, get shots on that freshman goalie.
All right, we'll go down to ice level for player introductions and national anthem right now.
They do the side entry.
As we start the section playoffs, the Wildcats come in as #1 seed in Section 3AA. The Raiders at #8. But Mark, on paper, even though you see that 1 versus 8 matchup, you cannot take these Raiders lightly.
That's what I was saying earlier. No, they'll be ready to go. You know, it's do or die here, and no one wants to go home, right? Everybody wants to make that run. They'll be ready to play, and I think our girls will too.
It is Maddie Nickel in goal for the Wildcats. Both goalies, Mark, have been a great year this year. It's a tough choice for Coach Wilson. And, to choose between the two, he goes with Nickel tonight.
It is a tough choice. You got 2 senior goalies, 2 senior captains, right? And they've just been kind of going back and forth all year. So, It started out with Maddie in the nets the first time. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in the next ones if we get there. But we got to get past this one first. One game at a time, right? Win it, move on. Win and move on. That's the mentality in playoffs.
The winner of this game will play the winner of Apple Valley and Eastview on Saturday, February 9th. If the Wildcats win, that game will be here in Eagan. If Hastings wins, the game will be in Apple Valley at the Apple Valley Sports Arena.
And that's different from last year, right? Didn't we play two semifinal, the semifinal and the finals at
Yes.
Inver Grove Heights?
Traditionally, the semifinals have been in Inver Grove Heights. This year has been a change.
We'll see how we're doing here. We got our first line, the Reese line out. I'd like to see him get low and just attack. Just grind it out that first shift and just come at him in waves. Test this goalie, this freshman goalie, 33 for Hastings. She's a young goalie. She's never been in the playoffs before. Get it on her right away. She's got to be nervous. Put the heat on her right away.
Off the draw, it's Rees on the draw. She wins it cleanly. Back into the Wildcat zone. Poplinski chasing behind her own net. Being guarded by Hansen for the Raiders. With it now is Barger. Outlet pass right on the money to Rees. Gains the red line and gets it deep.
Yes, get there, Kronk. Get there, Kronk.
Cronkite in. Rees chasing. It comes to the point. Kept in by Erickson. Shot. Hits traffic and comes to the red blue line and kept in, though. A good play there by Barger. She plays it deep. Raiders with it behind the net. This is Judge.
Good. Disrupt your breakout. That's what we need to do.
Judge plays it up the glass. Bouncing puck kept in by the captain, Brooke Poplinski. For now, but played out of the zone by Hansen for the Raiders. Cronkite over to Erickson, who plays it ahead. Right back and forth in the neutral zone. Cross ice for Poplinski. Around one player, weaving through the neutral zone. Poplinski across the line. Still with it is Brooke Poplinski as the Wildcats change forwards. Poplinski plays it behind the net. Mallory stiff there for the Wildcats. On the half wall, bouncing puck comes to Hastings. Kept in by the Wildcats for now. With it now is Buck.
Keep it in. There you go, Greta.
Good play by Hansen. And calls a turnover. On the half wall, Hansen there for the Wildcats. But it comes to the Raiders. Played up by Larson. Into the zone. Larson with it. Knocked out the puck by Poplinski. She's tied up. There'll be a hooking penalty here on Larson as Poplinski draws a penalty.
There's still Maddie. Got to get off.
Nickel off the ice. We're a minute and a half into the game. Bouncing puck comes to Hastings, and early chance for the Wildcats here, Mark, to score on the power play there. Our power play the last couple games has not been what they wanted it to be, I don't think.
No, they've been getting shots. It just hasn't been going in the net. The one thing about this is Brooke has been out here the whole time. The first line is rested. They got the second line out there. Brooke has been out there the whole time, so although she's a warrior, she can handle it. I'm not worried about Brooke.
Of course, a two-sport athlete, soccer and hockey. Brooke Poplinski.
Get the draw back here.
Gianna Rees on the draw against against Benson, rather. At the point, Poplinski with it. Now for Barger on the half wall. Power play for the Wildcats.
There we go. There we go. Two pressured. Got over Gianna.
For Poplinski, one-timer shot block, and a good block there by Buck.
Brooke's got to keep her eyes up. They had two on her right there. She could have dished that over.
And an errant pass there. Played out of the zone and played deep by the Raiders junker. Poplinski behind her own net. Now still a minute and a half to go on the power play. Bottled up, though, are the Wildcats on the power play in their own zone. And it comes to Cronkite for Rees at center ice. Into the zone is Jenna Rees. Being hassled by Petrich.
Help her out there.
Platson behind the net for the Wildcats. Played up the boards and kept in by Poplinski, but played out. And down the ice by Benson. Chance here for Petrich. Short-handed with a minute to go in the Wildcat power play.
Got to see a little more urgency here. If the puck is not on our stick, if we don't have control, we need to have two players on. We've got one more body out there than Hastings.
Good play there by the Raiders. This is Petrich back the other way. She'll play it deep, go off for a line change. Smart play there.
Still got 40 seconds.
Coleman leaves it for Cronkite. Cronkite with speed across the line, gets it deep, on goal, straight away by the goaltender, played down the ice. Oh, kept in by Platson, good block by Maddie Platson in the high slot now. Oh, just out of the reach of Hennessy.
By much there.
Hennessy centers it and covered for a face-off.
That's what we got to do there. Alyssa just threw at the goalie. This goalie is a freshman. She's feeling the pressure there. That was an easy shot and it popped right out. There's a rebound. We got to get some shots in the power play. We got 14 seconds left. See if we can get a draw here and get a shot on net.
It'll be Maria Cooper on the draw for the Wildcats against Sam Benson for the Raiders. Played into the corner. Marsh battling with Judge. Kept in by Coleman for the Wildcats. We're down to 5 seconds to go in the power play. Played around the boards by Radke. Kept in by Schreiber. Played deep into the corner for Cooper, but no, it comes to Judge for the Raiders.
Good kill by Hastings.
Very good. And played up another zone by the captain, Sam Benson. Down the ice, race to the puck, and they'll be icing here. 13-14 left to go in the first period. We're scoreless, 2-0 on the shots in favor of Eagan on the power play. They had a couple of shots there.
Yeah, didn't do a whole lot, and they couldn't really get it set up on that power play. It's not like that Hastings was pressuring us too much. We just couldn't get any shots out. I'm in the way of the camera here.
Face off to the right of the Hastings goaltender, Lauren DeBay. Played around by Buck for the Raiders. And out of the zone. Erickson there at center ice to break that up, and Stiff plays it ahead. Race for the puck, it's McKinnon.
Right to back door.
McKinnon battling with Buck. Now Hansen for the Wildcats. Plays it around, but it comes to Hastings. Played up and out of the zone. Hansen for the Wildcats. Gets it right back in. Forechecking is McKinnon.
That's it, Sam.
But the Raiders get it. It's going to be Hubbard. Plays it up the glass. And a good play by Poplinski there, Mark, to keep it in on a bouncing puck. Good hand-eye coordination. This is Buck with it.
They got the top line back out. That should be an icing.
This will be icing. With 12:24 left in this scoreless first period. Mark, if you're Hastings, they're 5 minutes in, they're hanging around. Pretty even game so far.
Yeah, and they did a nice job of killing it off here. Like I said, I'd like us to get it down low. We can beat them down low, get it to the points, get some shots and some rebounds. Get the basic hockey here. We can outskate these guys.
Rees on the draw against Benson, and Rees wins it to the point for Pladson. Typing a skate and played to the line, but kept in by Cronkite.
Get there. Now we need to skate. So you're gliding too much.
This is Judge for the Raiders. Plays it up and out of the zone. Down the ice. No icing here. Pladson with it. In the corner. But it comes to the Raiders. Behind that center. And broken up. And a good play there by Jenna Rees.
Good back check by Jenna there. That could have been dangerous.
Now Barger at center ice. Through traffic across the line. Julia Barger out the dot. Backhand shot. Save there by DeBay. Schreiber pinching to keep it in. Who plays it to the corner?
That's
Schreiber again.
Good. That's where we want it, down low like that. Now attack.
Judge battling with Rees on the half wall. Schreiber there as well with Cronkite. It comes to the Raiders. Played up. Bouncing puck kept in. Rees from the point deflected. Just wide. Or saved rather by DeBay. Kept in by Schreiber, but played out by the Raiders. This is Cooper covering at center ice.
Take off, Manny.
Pladson with it. Into the zone. Pladson from the point. Shot block, and a good block there by Buck for the Raiders. Pressure by the Wildcats kept in by Poplinski. Raiders with it now. This is Claren. Plays it around the boards. Pladson pinches, but it's played out by the Raiders. Cooper plays it right back in. 10:50 to go in the first period. We're still scoreless. Claren with it. Outlet pass, picked off by Poplinski. She read that nicely. And Cooper gets it deep.
We're keeping it in the Hastings zone. We're not getting a whole lot of scoring chances, but they will pop. Something will come up, or we'll misplay, and we'll get in front of the net, and we'll get a nice shot on net.
Back comes Larson for the Raiders, guarded by Stiff, and played behind the net. Poplinski there, but no, it comes to the Raiders. Petrich had it. Played up by McKinnon. Turned over, though. Chance there by Hubbard. Wide of the net. Hubbard gets her own shot. Guarded by Erickson. Hubbard still with it. And it comes to McKinnon. Up the boards. Chipped ahead. Good play by Hansen to get it down the ice. Played back up by Munson for the Raiders. Wildcats with it now. Erickson at her own blue line. Ahead to Stiff. Played into the Raiders zone. Under 10 minutes to go in the first period. We're still scoreless. Munson for the Raiders with it. Gains the red line. Into the Wildcat zone. It comes to the Wildcats. This is Barger. Chance here. On goal shot by Benson. And Nickel holds for a faceoff. That's Hastings' first shot on goal. Shots 3-1.
3-1 after 9 minutes to go here. Not a whole lot going on.
No.
Just kind of back and forth hockey. Kind of feeling each other out here.
Rees on the draw against Benson again. Top line for both teams out there. Controlled by Wildcats. This is Jenna Rees. Richard Cronka kept in by Hastings. Shot deflected there. And it comes to Barger. Looking ahead. Good idea for
right
Rees.
there. That's nice right there, but
no, Rees got a piece of it.
Did she get a piece of it?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
I saw their player kind of slash her stick. I didn't know if she got a piece of it.
Oh. Referee immediately waved it off.
Keep it
and out of the zone. Back comes Hastings. Hansen across the line for the Raiders. Shot on goal. Nicholas save. Shot. Dangerous there. Now Barger at center ice. Julia Barger across the line. Barger through traffic. Barger shot. Oh, and a good play there. Deflected wide. Blocked by Judge. For the Raiders, played up and down the ice. No icing here. Poplinski for the Wildcats.
Nice job by Brookie.
Patiently, as always, Brooke Poplinski plays it up.
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
And this will be icing. Chance to reset the game here. 8:41 left in the first period. If you're Hastings, Mark, they're hanging around right now.
They're hanging around. Shots to 3-2 here. I mean, neither one of us have had any really good scoring chances, but yeah, they're hanging around. It's, you know, like I said, we can't take these guys lightly. We got to keep grinding. We got to get that first goal.
It's playoff hockey, and every team knows they lose or season's over. A little desperation for both teams, and the Raiders know that as well. Hennessy with it.
Good position by Alyssa, but she's got to get it up.
This is Cooper now at center ice for the Wildcats. Gets it deep into the Raider zone.
Attack, attack, attack. Come on.
It comes to Hastings. This is Radke. Plays it around. Kept in by Poplinski.
Go to the net, Brooke.
Poplinski's shot won't go, and it comes to the Raiders. Played out by Petrich. There'll be a
They
penalty here.
They called that. Wow.
So a chance for the Raiders.
She just barely reached in there. I don't even know if she hit her. But it's penalty's a penalty. Plus it's a double whammy because it's Brooke, right?
It's Brooke Poplinski. So our top penalty killer on defense is off for 2 minutes on a questionable call, says Mark Barger.
This is big. This is big. We need to kill this. Let's see what Hastings does here on the power play.
8:05 to go in the first period. We're still scoreless. Face up to Nichols right. We'll do it again.
That was a really questionable call, if you ask me.
At the point, with it now is Judge. Played down low. Raiders working it nicely here. Center through the crease. There's a whistle here, and that came off. Not sure who knocked it off.
It must have been Maddie because it's inside the zone.
Okay.
And that was a clear, too. Savannah had that one outside the zone there, but that's all right. We got 9 seconds off. We got to get the draw here, Jenna.
Big face-off for Rees again against Benson. These two have lined up again against each other quite a bit. One by Benson. Judge with it for the Raiders. Guarded by Rees. Patiently is Judge waiting. Played around.
Let's keep it the outside.
Good puck movement here by Hastings.
Got to get your stick movement. Ooh.
Shot there. Pass there won't go. And it comes to McKinnon who plays it around. Intercepted though, and a good play by the Raiders.
Out, Maddie.
But no. Kept in by Hastings to the point. With it now is Hansen for Hastings. Good play by Rees to get it down the ice. Good effort there, Mark.
Yep. So it's 116. Got almost half of it done. Switching the top lines up.
This is
Julie
Judge.
Came up for Jenna.
Judge for the Raiders, the captain. Good outlet here for Larson. Larson with it into the zone. On the power play for 59 seconds. And broken up by Barger. Kept in the zone, though, by the Raiders. Junker with it. But it comes to Hastings.
Good.
Eagan, rather, down the ice.
Cronkite and Julie up front. Got even Maddie back.
Raiders with it, looking to break out with 38 seconds to go in their power play.
That's it, Kronk. Keep pounding her. Angle her out. Good.
Good play by Cronkite.
You want to get too deep, though.
Raiders with it. This is Putman for Hastings. Guarded by Cronkite and played into the zone on a good chip by Petrich. Erickson battling against Munson. It comes to Erickson, who will again ice it.
It should almost do it right there.
10 seconds left.
switch it up. They get Marsh's line out there.
That'll do it. Power play over. Back to 5-on-5. Carly Marsh into the zone. Drop for Hennessy at the dot. Her shot.
Nice move. Get in there.
Yeah! Goes for the rebound.
That's what we needed.
Hennessy took the shot and Marsh got the rebound. And the Wildcats score.
We need to test that goalie. She's a freshman. That was just a regular shot that should have been either saved or in the corner. The rebound was there. Carly Marsh banged it home. And you can almost feel a sense of relief there, right? I mean, you get that first goal, and now we'll get the momentum and we'll go. That's what we needed. Nice job, Alyssa Hennessy. Nice job, Carly Marsh, banging it home.
Good to see that line produce.
Yes, it is.
And it's 1-0 Wildcats with 5:59 to go in the first period as they just ended up killing the penalty. And with the momentum, take a 1-0 lead.
That was a big kill, too. You didn't want to go down 1-0 against these guys.
Radke with it for the Raiders. Played over to Buck. At center ice, Buck with it. Outlet pass into the zone. Schreiber there for the Wildcats. Being hassled by Benson. Now it's Coleman. Turned over in the slot shot. Nicholas Say, dangerous there, Mark.
Yes, yeah, that was Sid Coleman. She threw it to the wing. The wing was covered. She's got to take that millisecond to look and see if maybe the center is open, or else reverse it behind the net.
Now played ahead by Schreiber to Marsh, who's got the goal. Played down the ice. We'll see if they call icing here. No, they wave it off.
That's the best breakout right there. If you can just throw it down and not ice it. Gain the zone.
Wildcats change players. Across the line is Petrich for the Raiders. To the net, shot from a bad angle. Nickel one save and played out of the zone. And this should be offside here. No, they're not going to call it.
I think she touched that over the zone.
I think it's pretty obvious she did. Referee says play on, though.
She's got to set that for the D right there. She can set that. It's a lot easier breakout.
This is Hansen across the line. Shot on goal. Save there by Dubé with 4:45 left in the first period. Shot 6-3 in favor of Eagan, and 1-0 is the score.
Nice having Brooke back on the ice.
And to your point, Mark, the Wildcats killed that power play without Brooke Poplinski.
They did a nice job, and Hastings really didn't get a chance there, but you never know. You go down like that, shot, and it's in, especially when it's we haven't scored yet.
Off the draw, in the corner in the Raiders zone. Battle for the puck. McKinnon battling with Judge, but it comes to the Raiders. This is Hubbard. Played ahead and out of the zone. Erickson tied up. And it comes to Stiff now for the Wildcats. For Pitplinski. For Erickson, just off her stick. Erickson gets it back. Good speed there.
She lost her mouth guard.
Someone lost the mouth guard. Play goes on. It's McKinnon behind the net.
Ooh, here we go. Come on, Savannah. Someone drive.
1 against 2. McKinnon battling. Good effort there, but it comes to the Raiders. Turned over. Shot there by Barger.
Look at that rebound.
It was there.
I'd like to see Julia shoot low on there because we had 2 people there. It was a nice, juicy rebound.
Poplinski ahead to Barger. Into the zone. Pressure here by the Wildcats. Barger. Good play there by Barger.
Quick.
She picked Judge's pocket for Rees. Shot on goal. Save there by Dubé.
I like it, though. I like it.
Yep.
2 really good chances right there.
Good pressure by the Wildcats. Up 1-0. Played down the ice. No icing here. It's Coleman at her own goal line. For Platson, bouncing puck through her stick. And it comes to the Wildcats. Buck with it. Played ahead. In the neutral zone across the line now. Benson, shot just wide of the net. Coleman plays it ahead for Cronkite, who leaves it for Rees. 3:13 to go in the first period. Rees was interfered with. Play goes on. Hubbard now. Or rather, Radke. Up the boards, down the ice, out of the reach of Petrich. No icing. She did touch it, no icing. Guarded by Coleman through the crease and the slot, and it comes to Marsh for Cooper. Good outlet there, Mark.
Yep, nice. I like that center breakout.
I do too.
Loosens things up. Cut middle.
Cooper, she's not at the puck. On a good play by Judge for the Raiders. Played up and out of the zone, and Erickson regroups at center ice. Good play there for Cooper on goal, and Dubé holds for a face-off with 2:34 to go in the first period.
I wish we had a replay there. A couple of really nice plays.
Yes.
Point-blank shots. The goalie did a nice job of stopping them.
I like the breakouts here too in our own zone.
Yes. Be patient. Hit the open person. Don't panic. See if Maria can get this draw back.
Cooper on the draw against Larson for the Raiders, and it's won by the Wildcats. Pitplinski Cooper's shot hits traffic. And it comes to Petritz for the Raiders. At center ice, she gets it deep, she'll go off for a line change. So now is Poplinski for Erickson. Across the line is Eva Erickson.
Eva's wheeling tonight.
She is. Guarded there by Judge. Erickson still with it. In the Hastings zone, played up by the Raiders.
Nice
good.
pick.
Mallory Stiff with a great pick there. Good anticipation by Stiff, causing the turnover. Back come the Raiders.
We got a 2-on-1.
Poplinski there, though. She gets it to Cooper. Shot wide of the net as she goes off for a line change. And there'll be a whistle here.
It hit Hastings. That should be in their zone, offensive zone. Yep.
All right. I want to give a shout out to our director tonight, Josh Sibley, who made this broadcast possible. As you know, Mark, the State High School League has some draconian rules on broadcasting games, and Josh worked tirelessly to get this game on YouTube on tape delay. Thank you, Josh, for doing that. As we can bring you these games and Saturdays too if the Wildcats win, but we got a long ways to go before that happens.
Let's hope we're here on Saturday.
In center ice, back and forth we go. Stiff plays it ahead. And now is Hastings. This is Buck for Hansen. Across the line is Hansen being guarded there by Greta Hansen. On goal and covered by Nickel with 1:14 left in the first period. Shots 8-4 in favor of Eagan.
Shots 8-4. We've had better chances than Hastings, but it's still 1-0, right?
Yep.
Got to keep grinding it out here.
No great scoring chances yet for the Raiders. 4 shots on goal. Nothing dangerous quite yet, but all only takes one, Mark, as you know.
Yep.
This is Judge. Played ahead. Looking for Benson. That wouldn't go.
Attack.
Schreiber there battling with Benson. And it comes to now to Barger. Oh, knocked off her stick and played up by the Raiders. Played back in by Rees.
48 seconds, 50 seconds here. Let's see if we can't get something on offense.
Out of the zone.
2-1.
Chance here. Schreiber there.
Nice play. That's a great play by Jenna.
And now Platson plays with the head to Cronkite. Good play there by the defense. Cronkite across the line for Barger. High slot to the net. Now Barger shot just missing. Platson keeps it in.
Here we go. We still got 30 seconds left here.
So
nice move by
Cronkite shot. Hits the post, I believe. Poplinski to the point.
Get on net. Get on net.
Cross ice. At the point now, Platson. Tees it up. Fired. Hits traffic. Loose in the slot. Wide of the net by Barger. Wildcats buzzing here. Center. Bouncing puck for Barger. That won't go. And she's run over. Play goes on with 6 seconds left. 2 seconds. Centered. Oh, they'll reach a Barger, and that'll do it for the first period. A very good flurry there for the Wildcats to close this out.
That last 50 seconds was their best hockey there. A lot of good,
Yes.
got a good chances and good shots. Near misses, but score stayed the same, 1-0.
All right, we are 1-0 after 1. Shots 10-4 in favor of the Wildcats. Before we go to our break here, Mark, I just want to point out ETV is covering this game, and to the people out there watching, parents, grandparents, players, whether you play hockey, baseball, football, baseball, if you see a game, play the game where you maybe scored a goal or scored a touchdown, you want to preserve that moment, you can order a DVD through Eagan TV. Go to the Eagan TV website.
That's good to know.
And you can purchase for a nominal fee a DVD of that game, including this game here. So those of you watching it on TV, if you want to order a DVD through Eagan TV, if this game or different games, feel free to do that on their website. So 1 up the Wildcats after 1 is the score. Mark, your thoughts on that first period?
First period, it was a good period. It was the first half of the period we were just kind of feeling each other out. We had way more chances. We had 4 or 5 really good chances. I don't think Hastings really had any. But like we were talking, it's 1-0. It's a 1-0 game, so we have to keep our nose to the grindstone, keep going, get it to 2, get it to 3. Don't take penalties. If I was Dan, I'd be saying, look at Brooks' penalty. She didn't do much there, and she called her. So these guys are calling it tight, right? Don't be doing anything like that to give them any opportunity. Just keep your nose to the grindstone.
All right, we'll see you in about 10 minutes for the second period. Tony Coleman and Tim Platz will be here for the second. We'll see you then.
Hey, back live here. Second period of the Eagan Hastings game. Eagan winning 1-0 on a goal scored by Carly Marsh. With me as always, Ask the Expert, Tim Pladson. Tim, what do you think about that first period?
Darn good period, you know, a lot of high tempo. The goalies both played well. Shots on goal, 10-4 Eagan. The girls played well, a lot of effort down the stretch there. They were banging away that last minute and a half, that whole end of the first period. They were putting on pressure, so let's hope that can continue into the second.
Absolutely. Hey, in between the first and second periods, of course, we always do Ask the Expert. The question comes from Keith D., formerly of Bloomington, Minnesota. Keith would like to know, experts, what are the advantages and disadvantages of having a wing on the off-shooting side? Tim, you're the expert. You tell us.
Oh, that's a darn good question. Wow. Well, the advantage off the bat, you know, when you're on the off wing, you have inside leverage. So normally if they have, say, the left side's a left-handed shooter, and you're a right-handed shooter going against that girl, that puck goes to the inside, you're right-handed, you have inside leverage.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
One of the big disadvantages, though, if you're in the offensive zone going in down towards the net to shoot and score, you have to get that puck off the boards and bring it to the center before you can get a good shot off. So that's one of the disadvantages. And then also if that girl gets that puck goes to the outside, the leverage outside is the advantage of the right side wing.
So there's pros and cons for both that
Absolutely.
issue. All right. Hey, here we go. Period's dropped. Hastings taking the draw with Sammy Benson going up against Generisa, and Generisa, of course, wins again the draw. Puck goes down to the Raiders side of the net. Munson tries to clear the zone, but behind the net, it's Barger. Coming away with it is Hastings. Hastings tries to clear the zone, and it's knocked right back down by Eva Erickson. Coming away with the puck now, it's Radkit. Radkit loses the puck. And with it, Generise. Generise makes a tape-to-tape pass over to Barger. Julia Barger to the shot. Just goes wide. Controlling is the judge, number 10. She tries to clear the zone. Kept it with Generise. Generise shot right on goal. And Dubé. And Dubé knocks it to the side. And that's going to be icing. Oh, it's waved off by the referees.
She waved at it. That's one that Eva shouldn't probably wave at because they'll probably call icing there for sure.
Right.
Oh, no.
Radke keeps it in, goes to the side. Coming with it is Stiff. Stiff gives up to McKinnon now. McKinnon now up the side. Loses the puck to Taylor Larson. And they fire right back in. Now that's going to be icing, Tim.
Yeah, that's a good play to get it out of the zone. Just like to see a little bit more effort and then get it down deep in their zone. Then we'd be banging away. But, you know, sometimes that's the way the puck bounces, Tony.
There we go. All right, hey. Shots on goal. We got 11 for Eagan, only 4 for Hastings. But still, hey, the only stat we look at is that 1-0 lead. Taking it off for Hastings, it's Taylor Larson. Larson wins the draw against Cooper. Cooper gives it back to Pladson. Pladson battling with it, knocks it down deep. And coming away with it is the judge, and it's going to be knocked out of the play, and it's going to go all the way to the right of Dubé.
Yeah, in pro hockey, Tony, that's a penalty, delay a game. Lucky this is just at the amateur level because you shoot that puck right out of the rink, delay a game in the pros.
Right, here we go. Cooper is going to take that draw against Munson with 15:30 seconds left in the second period.
Nice
Cooper wins a
draw.
draw
Nice
to Coleman. Coleman gives it back to Marsh, back to Coleman. Coleman kind of fans on it, taken away by Judge. Judge comes away with it. And she's going to fire it down deep. And Maddie Platz is there to control. Platz in a little spinorama. Looks at the boards for Cooper. Cooper's got some room to move. Oh, makes a pass right on Marsh, who's got the first goal. Here's Carly Marsh on the side. Marsh steps up front.
Nice.
Oh, and Dubé makes the save.
Heck of a nice play there to break out of the zone, and then even a better pass from Cooper to, that was Carly Marsh. Good speed, good leverage came in, nice shot, good save by the goalie.
Aggressive play there by Marsh. Marsh went right around that D and tried to go top shelf against Dubé, and Dubé makes a save.
And Carly Marsh has been getting stronger and stronger as the years progress, so it'd be fun to get to the big chip because she's going to be one of them big key players.
Absolutely. Benson takes a draw against Jenna Reese. Jenna Reese, of course, wins a draw. Jenna Reese now behind the net. Jenna Reese doing a little cycling. Jenna Reese loses the puck to Radkit. Radkit tries to his own, but there's Brooke Poblinski. Solves over the shot. Nice. There's a rebound up front.
Oh.
Two shots there by Barger, just goes wide. Hasty tries to clear the zone. Comes to Barger. Barger, the one-timer. And Dubé with another save. Behind the net now, it's Jenna Reese. Reese stops. She's got 2 players on. Leaves it for Cronkite.
Use your point. Use your point.
Cronkite
Nice.
uses the point, just like Tim says. Publiski, the drive. It's in
There it
front. Oh, and
Ooh,
Dubé with a
great
huge
save.
save.
Great save. We were just a tiny bit late crashing that net. The sticks were flying. Goalie got her glove on it at the last second. Great save.
A good job there by Junker, the defenseman, to cover up and knock that puck to the side. And Dubé jumps on it with 14:30 left in the second period.
She's not the biggest goalie, Tony, but she's not the hugest. She doesn't take up a ton of net, but she's got big heart. Looks like she's got pretty good reflexes in there.
Absolutely. There's a shot by Erickson. Turned to the side by Dubé. Judge throws it down. That's going to be icing. It's going to come to the back to the left of Dubé with 14:19 left in the second period.
Yeah, I'd like to see these girls just keep the confidence going. You know, if they play to their potential, they're such good stick handlers. This first line especially, they can create a lot with nice passes, a lot of open space.
Sure. Sammy Benson taking the draw for Hastings. There's a whistle for some reason.
You know, that little feller out there, he's called some kind of, I don't know what to even call him. I mean, he's in the far corner and he's blowing his whistle all day long. Just let him play.
He's got the little man's disease.
Yeah.
Winning the draw now is Benson. Benson gives a puck up to Hansen. Hansen's pass gets knocked down. And coming with Jenna Reese. Reese for Eagan now. She
Nice.
knocks it down deep. Oh, a little nice job there by Judge. And Erickson fires right back down. Egan's got to touch up. Going behind the net. Now it's Buck.
Ooh.
Buck throws it down
Yes.
deep. It gets past Jenna Reese, but Brooke Poblinski, solid as ever, fires right back down. Behind the net now it's Radke. Radke makes a long pass up to Benson. It goes a little bit too far for Buck. And there's Brooke Poblinski now. Brooke Poblinski going the other way. Comes up to Mallory Stiff. Stiff's pass to McKinnon. McKinnon drops it down deep. Going to the corner now, it's McKinnon against the Judge.
Good forecheck. Good forecheck by these two.
We got
Mallory Stiff and Savannah.
We got 3 Hastings players, and coming away with this Timmer's pass goes a little bit too far, and there's Jenna Schreiber down. Jenna Schreiber takes the player down. No call, and Schreiber comes away with it.
Break out.
Schreiber does a nice job, a little spinorama, and another spinorama. She
Go
gets
help.
taken down by Perpich, no call, but she gives it to Stiff. Stiff's pass gets knocked down by Taylor Larson. Larson's shot on net. And Maddie Nichols, using those glove hands, hangs on with 13:01 left in the second period.
Yeah, I'd like to see these girls just pick it up a notch. Passing, get a little crisper, a little more effort. I think, one goal, Tony, that's just a bad hop or one power play away from a tie game.
Absolutely. Hubbard taking the job for the Raiders against Jenna Reese. Jenna Reese wins it, gives it back to Platson. Platson tape to tape right on Barger's stick. It ends up back on Maddie Platson's stick. Maddie with some room to move. Maddie flips it up to Cronkite. And coming with is Buck. There's Buck for Hastings. Picked off by Cronkite now. Cronkite coming up the side. The shot. Oh, and Dubé makes a
Good
save
hustle.
and knocks it aside. Benson just clears his own. That should be icing. And that's icing against the Raiders with 12:30 left in the second period.
You know, I like the fact he's changing these lines a little quicker, keeping that first line fresh. Got it, in this playoff hockey, Tony, 30 seconds is a long shift if you're going full speed. That's what you need to do. Full speed, 30 seconds, get off the ice.
And what happens if Eagan loses? They
There-
go
there-
home.
There is no losing.
They go home. Here we go. Back in the corner now. There's Barger going up against Benson. Benson's pass to Perpich, picked off by Cooper. Cooper in the corner. Throws it out front. And knocked to the side by Radke. Radke's pass goes up to Buck on the side. The shot just goes wide. For Hastings now is Junker. Junker loses it to Carly Marsh. Marsh
Smart.
crosses a red line and does what she should do. Dump it down deep, picked off
Skate.
by Buck. Here comes Maddie Platson now. Platson's got 3 players on her, but she goes around 2 of them. Gives it back to Cooper. Cooper's shot, and it goes in the net. But there's a call. I think we had too many players on the ice. That's what the little man's calling, Tim.
Just seems to be that little fella. I don't know what his situation is over there, but Yeah, he's calling too many men on the ice. I didn't see it myself. Did you, Tony?
I didn't see it also. The only thing I saw was Cooper's shot from the point. Top shelf went in past Dubé on the right. He's on there talking to Coach Wilson.
You know, and I think look at the woman refs trying to talk some sense into this poor fella. You know, not often do you see a female ref trying to talk some sense into a male ref, but that's what we got going on, Tony.
Let's see what happens here. They're discussing it now. They bring in the third stooge. That's Shemp.
So then the question is, okay, if it was a horrible call, does the goal count?
I'm pretty sure goals not going to count. Yeah, I'm looking at the shots at goal right now, Tim, for crying out loud. It's 18-4 with 11:47 left in the second period.
You know, you got three blind mice. Who won? Who's got the cheese, Tony?
I just don't know. Hey, joining me now is Kelly Coleman from Lakeville. Kelly, what do you think about this Eagan team?
Well, you know, I think they've really done a nice job in their offensive zone. The defense seems to be pinching them real nice. The goalie's just been outstanding. You know, I don't know that they've really had a chance.
Absolutely.
So it's been a great game so far. Thanks,
Okay.
Thanks a lot, pal. All right.
Here's what we got, Tony. They waved off the goal. They picked up the flag. You know, if it was football, they picked up the flag, and now they're letting them play. So basically what happened is they just took a goal away from Eagan by a horrible call by that little feller who's had his whistle happy. Maybe we need to take that whistle out of his mouth.
All right, Tim, what do you think about the refereeing so far?
And that's all I have to say about that, Tony.
I totally agree with you, Tim. All right, taking the draw now, it's Jenna Reese. Reese gets it over to Brooke Poblinski, and she fires it down behind the net. Dubé going behind the net, taking it up front. Oh, and Jenna Reese with a golden opportunity and snuffed. Go back to the point. Poblinski, the one-timer, gets knocked down by Buck. And coming away with the puck now is Hansen. Hansen for the Raiders, and she dumps it down deep. It goes behind Maddie Nichols. Behind it, Eva Erickson takes down a Raider player, no call. It ends up in Eva Erickson's stick, and she fires it down. That's going to be icing.
A little finesse goes a long way, Tony. I don't know what to say about that.
Eva took down Maddie Junker for Hastings. She came up with a puck. She tried to make that home run pass to Barger just a little too long. And now that's going to come to the right of Maddie Nichols with 11:16 left in the second period.
Nice
Taking the
drop.
draws, Benson, of course, coming away with it. Here's
Here we go,
Cronkite.
2-1.
Cronkite's got a 2-on-1.
good
Cronkite's
D.
pass just get knocked off by the judge.
Get over there.
The judge tries to clear the zone. Poblinski knocks it back in. And Benson knocks it forward to the judge. And nice job of covering up is Jenna Reese. Jenna Reese gets taken down hard by
So that little
Benson.
fella doesn't call that right in front of him? I mean, for goodness sakes, Tony.
Well, there's Erickson. Erickson, Tim, I'm just trying to call the game. Erickson knocks the puck down deep, and coming away with his Buck. Here comes Buck now for the Raiders. Buck across the red line, across the blue line, takes it down deep, fires it out. She's going to follow it up, but she's met with Brooke Poblinski, who gives it the stiff back to Brooke Poblinski. Brooke's got some room to move, and we've seen it before. She's gone coast to coast before. She gets hooked and no call. With it is Greta Hansen. Hansen back to Poblinski. It's battling on the side now.
Come on, you got five
Coming away
girls on the
with
wrong
it.
side.
It's
Thank
gonna be
God they were
offsides.
offsides.
Shemp from
Horrible
the Three
positioning.
Stooges.
4 girls crammed on the boards, and you got 3 Hastings girls breaking to the net. Spread out, play position.
Now taking the draw now, it's Hubbard for the Raiders going up against Cooper. Cooper's had a very good game so far today.
Yeah, this line's been very good. They've been passing the puck well, a lot of tenacity. I like the way they played.
It's Coleman.
Ooh.
Coleman gets taken down. Oh, and she
Nice play.
gets
Smart
the puck
play.
back to Cooper, and Cooper fires it down. It's not going to make it. The refs wave it off. And back there's the judge for Hastings.
Nice job by, look at that. Maria
Hansen
Cooper,
now.
just great hands.
Back
Great
to
hustle.
Coleman. Coleman, the one-timer. It goes
Get
through.
through
Just
there.
goes wide.
Get in there. Get
Here
that
comes
puck.
Platson. Platson around one player. She takes a shot, knocked down in front. Controlling the puck now. It's Hansen. Hansen back to Platson. Platson's timer. A lot of traffic in front.
Get in
The
there.
rebound by Hennessy
Nice
just goes wide. Hennessy throws it out front, and Hastings just clears the zone. That's going to be icing. And it's called icing with 9:24 left in the second period. Eagan dominating this game, Tim.
Yeah, still only 1-0 on the scoreboard, but 19 shots to 4. That line right there, Maria Cooper, Carly Marsh, Alyssa Hennessy have had a phenomenal game. I mean, a period and a half of great tenacity, got our goal. Just like to see that continue.
Okay, here we go. Here's Jenna Reese now going up against Benson. Benson from the Raiders controls. Benson tries to make that home run pass. Coleman's going to intercept it. And Coleman battles. She's got in the corner.
Steady
Coleman's
D.
got some room
Nice
to
play
move.
by Coleman.
Coleman's
Nice
pass,
pass.
tapes a tape on the Cronkite. Cronkite's pass a little behind Barger.
That's
But
okay.
Barger controls. She
That'll
goes around Buck from Hastings. Oh,
There's that penalty.
There's a goal! Hello, ladies! Jenna Reese buries it with 8:59 left in the second period.
Just an outstanding play. Got dragged down from behind, still made the pass across, and then I believe it was it Julia or Jenna put that thing top shelf.
That's Jenna Reese buried it.
Close the deal. That's what they say.
There you have it. That's a great play by Jenna Reese. She could have just sat there. The nose are going to be a penalty. She gets up, takes that puck, and buries it to the right of Dubé, and makes it a 2-0 Eagan lead.
Yeah, all started in our own defensive zone there. Nice breakout, Coleman to Platson, right out to Ruiz, and then it's down, and one nice pass to Barger, and it's in the net.
Here we go again. I think he can kind of smell something now. Judge fires it around. It gets past Linsky. They're going to wave that one off. I guess I missed that
He
one.
said, I guess you can tip it, and even though it's 3 zones away, just because you tip it doesn't mean it's not icing. You got to look which team's tipping that puck.
That's okay. That's okay. And Jenna Reese controls her pass a little too far.
Oh no, and he said that could get it. So that little feller, he's had a rough game, and then he made a good call there. So I take back everything I said, Tony.
Thank you very much. And Judge for the Raiders fires it down deep, going behind the net. There's Brooke Pablinski behind Maddie Nichols. Brooke Pablinski.
Break out, Mal. You got to
There we
go.
There goes the Mallory Stiff. Stiff's pass gets knocked down in front. And there's the Judge. Fires it right down behind the net.
Come on, get a good
There's
angle here.
Erickson going after it. It's Taylor Larson now. Larson gives a
play.
little shove from
Come on,
behind.
move.
Pablinski now. Pablinski gives a home run pass.
She
It ends
got
up on
through.
Jerry's stick. Reese controls, throws it out front to Stiff. And it's picked off.
Keep at it.
Pablinski tries to knock it back down deep. Stiff battles
Get it in deep. There
and
you go.
Reese with a little nice
Smart
flip.
play. Get
Going
that
behind the
defensive
net.
change. Here
It's
comes the D.
Buck.
Come on, get him out.
Buck now for Hastings. She throws it off the glass. Controlled by Pepperidge. And there's Jenna Schreiber. Schreiber knocks
Always
it back
steady.
down. Always
steady.
And Buck fires it down behind the net. There's Maddie Platson now. Platson behind the net.
Come on, Jenna, go get it.
Throws it behind for Jenna Schreiber. Schreiber behind Nichols now.
Break out.
Here comes Brackett. There's a pass to
Got to
Stiff.
get out of the zone there. Come
They
on.
knocked it
How
out
about
of
some
the
effort?
zone. And there's Buck. And Buck fires it right on net. Nichols turns it to the side. Platson
Come on, break out.
leaves it
Go,
for Jenna
go,
Schreiber.
go.
Tim wants a little breakout. That pass
Jesus,
picked
come
off
on.
by Benson. And here comes Platson around one player. Platson gets taken down by Benson, no call. And Sundquist fires it down behind the net. Schreiber. Pass gets picked off by Timmer. Timmer behind the net now. Timmer out to Elvidge. Elvidge on both sides. And Shemp makes the call. Nice job there, Shemp.
At some point, these wings have to start moving out of the zone. You can't keep it in. They'll never even break it out of your zone if you don't start moving ahead of time.
I'm sure in between periods, hopefully they'll look at the video here and they'll pick that off and they'll make some adjustments. Taking the draw now is Taylor Larson for the Raiders. Going in, it's Cooper. We got a little issue here with the referee.
You know, I think, Coach Wilson, he's kind of a newer coach. And the thing about Coach Wilson, he's kind of quiet. He doesn't swear, so he's down to earth. He's controlled. I think he's kind of a coaching genius because he knows how to motivate these girls when it counts.
Absolutely. All right, there's Perpich now for the Raiders. She fires it down deep behind the net. It goes behind Nichols. There's Erickson. Erickson's got 2 players on her. She gets a pass up, picked off by Taylor Larson from the Raiders.
Oh, you got to go.
Oh, and Larson gives a little stiffy over to Cooper. You don't see that happen too often.
Get out. Go.
Here comes
out of the zone. Get out of the zone.
Publinsky
God, they're
now.
all jammed in the zone. You
No,
got to
look,
move.
hey, heads up!
For God's sakes, you got to skate.
The puck just laying there on the side. And one of Egan's favorites,
Biggest fan.
Jimmy throws it right back on the ice. Thanks, Jimmy. All right, taking the draw now is going to be Hubbard going up against Cooper again. Cooper getting a lot of ice time. Hubbard now wins the draw.
This line's had a really very, very good game.
Oh, there's a
solid.
tip. There's a tip by Hubbard, and luckily Maddie Nichols makes the adjustment and holds on with 6:06 left in the second period. And Egan's going to change it up. They're going to bring that first line back out there. They've seen enough. Hannah Hubbard taking the draw for the Raiders. Come on, Shemp, drop the puck. And Jenna Reese, Tim wins yet another draw.
Yeah, she's been pretty steady. She's probably the most consistent center we have winning draws.
Absolutely. Coming away with the puck now. It's the Judge, but it's picked off by Reese. Reese's pass just a little behind Cronkite. Went for the home run. Puck laying out front. There's a little toe drag by Cronkite.
Use your defense.
She's got the
Use
defense
your
wide
defense.
open.
God,
Nope.
just use them.
Cronkite, go behind the net. Bounce
There you
pass to
go.
Brooke Poblinski. Brooke Poblinski's a shot, a lot of traffic in front.
Yes.
And it ends up in the net.
I think it's
Oh, ladies!
seeing eye dog through traffic.
And I think that may have been tipped by a couple of Hastings players. Regardless, it's 3-0 Eagan, Tim.
Yeah, the female referee is saying it was tipped. I don't know who got a piece of it. If it was possibly, it could have been Ruiz, could have been Cronkite. Either one of them, I think, got a stick on it, changed direction a little bit through traffic. Goalie never saw it, never moved. It was in the net before she knew what happened.
All right, Eagan now with a comfortable 3-0 lead with 5:37 left in the second period. And taking the draw for the Raiders, it's Hannah Hubert. But of course, Jenna Reese wins the draw, gets it back to Erickson. Erickson gives it up to Cronkite. Cronkite fires it around behind Dubé. Buck tries to clear the zone.
Great job by Barger there, playing the angle there. Just a really smart play.
Here comes Taylor Larson now for Hastings. She fires it behind Nichols. Going after it is Buck. Buck gives a little shot to Erickson. But
Turn and go. Turn and go.
Reese up to Cronkite. Cronkite, a little toe drag. They're going to give the goal to Brooke Poblinski. And the assist goes to Cronkite. And speaking of Emily Cronkite, here she is. She goes around two Eagan players. A little cycling going on. Get the reachers out front.
Yeah! Great
Hannah
pass.
Hansen almost puts it away. Here comes Cronkite. The pass over to Erickson. Erickson throws it in the corner now. Going after is the Judge. She just knocks it down deep, and there's Maddie
Turn it
Platson
over.
now. Platson, the tape to Erickson. Erickson's pass to McKinnon. She tips it over to Greta Hansen. Hansen takes a shot right on net.
All right. Good play.
McKinnon gets taken out
taken
from
down. We got a penalty
behind.
coming.
And Radke's going to go. Radke cross-checking. Let's get that power play out there again, Tim, with 4:25 left in the second period.
Big time to get that fourth goal. This should be, I don't want to say a nail because you just never know, but if you can get this fourth goal going into the end of the period, go in with a 4-0 lead, I think we're in pretty good shape. But let's see who they got out there. They got second, third line out there. So I think they're going to do about a half-minute third line and then probably get back to that first line once they get rested.
All right, shots on goal, 21-6 for Eagan. McKinnon with the draw, wins the draw to Hansen. Hansen gets behind the net to McKinnon, who does so well behind the net. There's Stiff. Stiff over to Coleman. Coleman back to Stiff. Goes back behind the net to McKinnon. McKinnon gets taken down, no call. And Buck tries to clear the zone. Kept in by Platson. Platson dumps it down deep. Maddie controls. We got two Hastings players, but McKinnon controls. And Buck clears the zone, and it just gets out of the zone. Coleman now. Coleman loses a puck, regains it, spins around. Coleman taking a look. Coleman's got three Hastings players on it, gets up to McKinnon. Now McKinnon!
Look!
Stiff! There's Stiff! Oh! Stiff is robbed by Dubé. Stiff with a goal
Wow, that
opportunity.
was a very, very nice setup and a great pass by Savannah McKinnon right on the tape. Mallory with a great shot.
Oh, Mallory with an awesome chance.
Just-
If only Roger was here to see it.
Goalie came up big. Big save right in the glove.
Huge save by Dubé. Oh, Mallory's going to be thinking about that one. And so's her dad, Roger. Here comes the packs out
Yes.
front. Oh, a nice try by Barger.
Use him.
Barger behind the net. She gives it over to Cronkite. Cronkite around Book. Gives it back to Pladsen. Oh, that's Jenna Reese with the puck now. Reese tries to go up high. And a big save by Dubé is laying out front. The rebound by Barger. And Dubé is going to hold on with 3:11 left in the second period. Not to be confused with 3:16. Stone Cold Steve Austin, as Roger Stiff says.
Yeah, that's a good play. A lot of people in front, a lot of traffic. Keep feeding them points. Get some low hard shot for rebounds.
Yep, here we go.
Come on,
there's a draw. One again by Jenna Reese. Out to Brooke Poblinski. Poblinski gives it over to Jenna Reese. Reese
you got two penalties there. You got to call that.
Junker with the cross check again. And now we're going to have 38 seconds with a two-man advantage with 3:02 left in the second period.
Oh, this is big. Hopefully the coach, you know what the coach should do? I know it's crazy, but take a timeout, rest them up, make a play here. You have time to set up a play, get that fourth goal before that other period. That other penalty, you end up getting that goal, and then you have a power play.
Tim, you're preaching to the choir, baby. Preaching to the choir. Here's a draw. Reese wins another draw. Back to Poblinski. We got a 5-on-3 now. Reese over to Poblinski. Brooke over to Cronkite. Back to Poblinski. And a great hustle! Perchek is going down for she beats Poblinski to the pass.
Wow.
And luckily, no call there. Brooke had been called.
Love to see some more effort there.
Here comes Pladsen now. Pladsen around one play, and she gets taken down, no call. And Benson clears the zone.
They can't call three penalties
They can't call three.
Never happened.
Here comes Brooke Poblinski, fires it. The tip by Barger just goes wide.
Home, spread out.
There's Reese now. The one-timer by he ends up. I think that was. Here comes Brooke Poblinski, fires it. The tip by Barger just goes wide.
Home, spread out.
There's Reese now. The one-timer by 2:20 left in the second period. Eagan now commanding 4-0 lead.
Yeah, I'll have to see the replay on that one. Not sure if they got a stick on that. Looked like it changed directions.
You people at home, you tell us. Send it to Ask the Expert. You tell us if that pick was tipped or not.
It was down on the ice. Good shot by Brooke, and I think it got tipped up into the top shelf there.
All right, here comes with Coleman. Coleman now. Coleman dumps it down deep. Coleman, a little shot to Buck. Behind the net now, it's Hennessy. Ends up on Cooper Sick. Cooper to Coleman, the one-timer! Nice tip by Marsh. Almost goes through Dubé. Had to make a huge save on that one. Egan's buzzing now. There's Marsh. Marsh battling against Timmer. We got Cooper in there too. We got three Raiders players in there. Who comes with? And of course it goes back to Coleman. Coleman, a nice little flip back behind Marsh, who's had a good game. Carly Marsh now. Back to Schreiber. Schreiber's shot just goes wide. Back to Cooper. Cooper goes out to Coleman. Coleman fires right back to Cooper. Cooper's pass gets picked off by Timmer. Here comes Timmer now. And a nice job of back checking by Carly Marsh. And Marsh controls, but Timmer fires on it. They got to touch up. Back there is Schreiber. Schreiber's taking a look. Jenna bring the puck up. Jenna's got some room to move. Makes a tape-to-tape pass to Marsh. Marsh tips it down.
Smart play.
Smart play. Behind the net is the judge for the Raiders. She gives it to Taylor Larson. Picked off by Cooper, and Cooper fires it right back down. And Hennessy fires it behind Dubé with 1 minute left in the second period. Thank you. Here comes the judge. Now the shot. And solid as ever is Maddie Nichols with the save.
Yeah, I hate to see that. They kind of a little defensive breakdown there coming in 1-on-0 on the goalie. Nice save by Maddie Nichols. Gobbled it up. No rebound.
All right, there's Hannah Hubbard for the Raiders taking the draw. Hubbard gets it back to the judge. The judge down deep to Elvidge. Throws it out deep. And it's outside the zone. Judge trying to bring it back, and that's going to be offsides. That's one of those intentional ones, Tim. Don't they call those all the way back?
You know, the little feller's not going to call that, but a good ref would see. But I don't know if, you know.
Shep's right there for crying out loud.
Yeah.
Come on, Shep.
Come on, Shep.
All right, here's McKinnon now taking the draw. controlled by Hastings. Fired down deep by the judge. But there's Poplinski. Comes away with it. Is the judge. The shot. A top shelf. It's a little.
I don't like it, Tony. A defensive breakdown twice this shift here.
There's only 30 seconds left there, Tim. Let's get out of here with a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, they gotta just focus on getting out of the zone here. You gotta move the feet.
They're stiff battling.
Out of the zone.
Gives it to McKinnon. McKinnon flips it down deep. And there's the judge for Hastings, picked off.
Oof,
like right hands of it. Here comes the judge now. The judge across the blue line. She's going down deep. She takes a shot. Nichols with a save. It's laying out front. Taylor Larson with a shot. Goes wide.
Just
there's a judge holding out front.
And
as the clock rings.
Gotta win those battles, Tony. They're just. That was like 4 good shots on us there. That was a really poor shift.
Little barn burner there, but Tim, I'm looking at the score here. 4-0 Eagan.
27 shots to 8, Tony. That's pretty much total domination. They can't say a heck of a lot more about that. They played really well, moved the puck. I can't say it enough that Carly Marsh, Alyssa Hennessy, and Maria Cooper line, they're kind of carrying the squad right now. You know, that's been the difference. They are setting the tone. Yeah. And quite honestly, Tony, if we're going to go anywhere in the playoffs and if we can make it to the big show, it's going to be the second and third line that are going to get us there, because that's going to be the difference.
Yeah, because our first line will be going up against those other first lines from other teams, and we need those second and third lines to pick it up.
Absolutely. When you get some good coaching, some good, there's film out there for 26 games, so it's easy to coach up against one line. So the second one, if they can continue to play like this, I feel very good about this playoff run, Tony.
Absolutely. So coming back to the third period, of course, it's going to be voice of Eagan girls hockey, Rick Schreiber. Rick's going to have his counterpart is going to be Mark Barger. Mark Barger, who knows maybe a little bit too much about hockey, Tim.
He was one of my favorite coaches. I remember when Maddie, they were a youth, I don't know if it was 12s or 14s, and she came home after the first practice and said she had a few tears in her eyes, and he yelled at me. And I said, well, you must have deserved it. She said, well, he was really mad. And I said, well, what did he say to you? Well, he was talking to the team.
All right. Hey, we got Brianna Coleman with us right now. Brianna, what do you think about that first and second period?
Oh, it's been a great game. It's been a great game.
How do you feel about Eagan going on to the next round?
Well, we still got a lot of game left. We have 17 minutes. You never know. But I'm feeling pretty good.
Thank you very much.
Hey, one more question before you go. I personally had tears in my eyes when your sister sang the national anthem the other night. Did you see that? And you tell me you had to tear up.
Oh, I did watch the video. Oh, she did real great.
Yeah, a lot of pressure there. I was impressed. We might be seeing her come some of these NFL events down the future.
All right, thanks a lot, Brianna. All right, we'll be back in a little bit with Rick Schreiber and Mark Barger.
The voice of Eagan.
Okay, we are back at Eagan Civic Arena, the third period of this quarterfinal game between the Eagan Wildcats and the Hastings Raiders. Good second period by the Wildcats. 3 unanswered goals, led by Brooke Poplinski, number 17, big defenseman. She banged 2 of them. So here we go, third period. Battling in the Wildcat zone. Poplinski's playing up against the boards. Shot blocked by, whoa! Hastings gets on the board, shot, cycled around, shot at the point, big rebound. Hastings just banged it, 4-1. 4-1 Eagan. Not a good play there. It was a top line by Eagan there, and they just kind of seemed lackluster here. Hopefully that's not a sign of things to come here. We got to get it down low. We're out shooting them 27-10 Eagan. But Hastings on the board 4-1. So we'll see if the Cats can respond here. Cooper's lines out with Hennessy and Marsh. Defense Poplinski and Eva Erickson. Cooper wins the draw, gets it back to Poplinski. Down into the Hastings zone. Good forecheck by Cooper. Way to mess it up there. And
right,
Carly Marsh. Okay,
period.
hand it off to Rick Schreiber.
Yep. we are back live for the third period. 4-1 Wildcat shot there on goal by Poplinski. And a nice save there by the goaltender. Play up the boards.
They got a quick one while you're gone, Rick.
Yeah.
Shot from the point, and just a rebound, and they banged it. I hope we're not taking them lightly here. We got to keep them going. We had a nice second period there.
Yeah, they got 3 goals in that period. Make it 4-0, and the Raiders get one back to start.
Led
the
there
third
by
period.
senior captain Brooke Poplinski. 2 nice goals there by Brooke. A lot of good chances, but we got to finish this one off.
Well, Brooke Poplinski knows that the offside call is there. Brooke knows all about high pressure, high intensity games.
Well,
between
she's
soccer
been back
and
on
hockey.
she's been back on that blue line since 8th grade in hockey, and same with the all state in soccer. She's used to the pressure.
You got her and Julia, who are state champions in soccer. They know about these pressure games, these playoff games, elimination, one and done.
Yeah, one and done. You got to win and move on.
Raiders with it into the zone. This is Larson, shot on goal, and Larson, or Nickel rather, got a piece of it. Now it's Pladson. Played ahead. McKinnon into the
Got one
zone.
with her. Got you one with you, Sam.
Stiff there. Places it to the front of the net. And it comes to the Raiders. With speed is Hansen across the line. Hansen with it. Tried to center, but no. And it comes to Stiff on the half wall. Played up. Good move by Barger. Julia Barger across the line. High slot. She's taken down. And play goes on. No penalty there, Mark.
I don't know if that was a penalty or not. She was just kind of cutting across, and she kind of hit Julia at a weird angle.
From the
Rebound.
Cronkite there with the shot and glove.
Loved by the goalie. It looked like it popped straight up, and Julia was on the side of the net ready to crank it in, but the goalie took care of it there.
14 and a half to go in the third period. 4-1 Wildcats is the score update from Apple Valley, Mark. After 2 periods of play, Apple Valley Eagles 2, Eastview 0. After 2.
Apple Valley. That's not surprising.
The winner of that game plays the winner of this game on Saturday, February 9th. Poplinski's shot blocked. A good block there by Petrich.
You didn't hear about the other games, have you? The other side of the bracket?
Nothing yet. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll get you updates as they evolve. Erickson off of the puck. Now Rees with it at center ice. Played into the zone. On goal. Save.
Good hustle by Jenna Rees there.
By Dubé, and she'll hold for a face-off.
Changing up 14-11. Putting out the Cooper line. Carly Marsh, Melissa Hennessy. These guys got the first goal. Got us going early in the first period.
Shots marked 31-10 in favor of the Wildcats.
Yeah, 3-1.
Good effort there.
Good play by Carly not to give it over to Eva. She was covered.
Played behind the net. This is going to be Cooper with it. Knocked out the puck and played to the line, but kept in and played out now by the Raiders. Poplinski at her own blue line.
Eagan's got to play some smart hockey, too. Hastings is down by 3. They're going to take some chances, right? Their defense are going to pitch in the offensive zone, and their wings are going to fly in the defensive zone. Our D got to keep their head on the swivel, make sure no one gets behind them.
Now right in front of the Wildcat bench as players from both teams battle. And whistle here. Get face off in the Wildcat zone.
That hit somebody? I didn't see that hit anybody.
Well, they're pointing at Marsh, Carly Marsh, who's had the first goal of the game.
Carly Marsh was on the ice.
I'm not sure what the call was there. I mean, yeah.
All right.
All right.
I don't like these D-zone face-offs. That's what I'm saying.
To the right of Nickel.
Here we go. This is.
Shot.
I don't know if Maddie saw that one or not.
I don't know if she did either, but get the line kept in by Hastings. Played behind the net. Battle behind Nickel as she looks on. Raiders with it at the point. Top shot there, bouncing puck, and a good shot there by Putman. Loose in the slot.
We're not covering our points. That's 2 or 3 really good chances their points have gotten, and our wings are not there. They're thrown out to the blue line again. No, where's our wing?
Yeah, on goal, and these blind passes to the point. They're not getting out.
That's 3 shots from that left point right there, and there's no one there. Our wings have got to be there. We can't be giving up shots like that. I don't like these defensive zone face-off. Here's the second or third one this period.
To the right of nickel is the face-off with 12:57 left in the third period. Played out of the zone. This is Barger. Look at the speed of Julia Barger at the dot. Around one player. Backhand shot. Save there. Cronkite's shot won't go. Still loose. And it comes to the Raiders.
Yeah, and I think
They got a whistle here.
I think Hastings is going to get a penalty here, but I think Kronk did a good job of holding her. She kind of held her stick, and it made it look like she was hooking her.
We'll get the call here. 12:39
Yeah, it's on 15
left.
from Hastings, but I think Kronk did a good job of selling it.
Caitlin Pertrich gets the penalty.
Couple good chances there. Julie cut across into chance. Kronk got the rebound. That's what we got to keep doing. Just get shots. They'll go in eventually.
Jen Reese takes this draw. At the point, Poplinski with it.
You got your hat ready, Rick?
Yeah, that's
Throwing it.
right.
Brooke gets another one.
She's got two already. Brooke Poplinski, the captain. Played out by Hastings down the ice. Mark, you're down. If you're Hastings, you're down 4-1, and you're on the penalty kill. You need 3 goals to save your season. Do you start being aggressive here on the penalty kill?
You got to be aggressive right now on everything because you're down by 3.
Yeah.
And you know this power play we're running, this overload, this umbrella, it's susceptible because Brooke is the only one up top there, right? If it bumbles or fumbles over her stick, they're going the other way.
Power play for the Wildcats with 1:18 left in the penalty. To Petrich, across the line is Cronkite.
I'd almost, Dan, I'd just have them set up behind the net rather than up top. Gives them less chance of a break.
Kept in by
there's no one back here right now.
Poplinski keeping it in. And Barger there as well. At the blue line, Julia Barger with it. Good play by Barger, always poised and patient. At the point, Rees.
Good cycle.
Poplinski for the hat trick, just wide of the
It looked like someone's going to tip that.
It did. Now in the corner, 45 seconds left in the Wildcat power play. Oh, swing and a miss there. And now Cronkite with it.
Like to see get a power play goal here.
Cross ice. Jenna Rees one-timer deflected, just wide.
Nice play. Nice. That's good puck movement.
And behind the net, Barger with it for Rees.
Look.
Cross ice. Poplinski again.
Oh, look at that rebound.
Rebound for Rees, just wide. A good save there by Dulab. Poplinski again. She thinks about it, but no.
Cycling. Cross ice to Jenna.
Poplinski off Rees' stick, getting played up and down the ice. That'll do it, Mark, for the power play.
That was good. That was good power play, though.
Good puck
4 or
movement
5
there.
really good chances. Goalie did a nice job from Hastings.
The Hastings parents in an uproar about something.
I didn't see anything.
I didn't either, but they're not happy.
I'm a homer.
Well, no.
Got to help her out here.
Behind the net, Mark Barger working for Eagan TV and Burnsville TV as well. This is going to be Hastings with it off the turnover. Backhand shot deflected over the net.
They've been out there a long time.
Yeah.
Gronk and, Julia got off. But they can't. It's a defensive zone. You can't change.
Hansen tries to play the head, but no, kept in by the Raiders.
There you go.
And glove by Nickel for a face-off. Mark, 10:04 to go in the third. Shots 35-12 in favor of Eagan as well.
Yeah, you can just play smart here. Get it down low. Cycle it down. Kind of what they've been doing all game. We've been getting a lot of chances. They're not all going in, but we got 4. It'd be nice to get a couple more.
Face-off to the
Big
left
draw.
of Nickel.
Don't like these defensive zone draws.
No, of course not. This is stiff with it.
Nice.
Played a nice outlet from McKinnon just off her stick.
I think Sav had speed there on that D, too, if she could have kept it.
Schreiber with it for Hansen, and now across the line. Stiff shot block and a good play there by Putman. Will block it.
Careful. Ooh.
This is Schreiber, top of the circle. Her shot hits traffic and played out of the zone.
Jenna's got to look at that lane there. If someone's there, just throw it in the corner.
Yep. Coleman with it for Hansen off her stick. And now Hastings with it. Larson across the line for Hastings. Plays a deep for a line change.
Center. Perfect.
Yep, very good. Oh, and turned over there. This is going to be Benson. Place it back for Schreiber. Up and out of the zone again and back into the Eagan zone. Coleman. That won't go. It comes to Hansen for the Raiders, guarded by Schreiber. Under 9 minutes to go in the third period. Coleman with it for the Wildcats.
That's it, Sid. Don't throw it into there. Go the other way with it. Nice.
Now McKinnon behind her own net. Played out of the zone, off a stick. No icing here as a Hastings player.
Keep going. Come on, let's scrap with her. Now.
Off the boards and out of the zone.
Carly's got wheels like this. This is where she's dangerous.
Marsh
If you get her
across
going.
the line. Squirts loose and played out by the Raiders. 8:19 to go in the third. Wildcats up 4-1.
8 minutes to go. So you got about 2-3 shifts each, right?
Yeah, that's about right. Kept in by Erickson. Erickson battling 1 against 2. And now with it is Marsh.
Deep.
For Poplinski. Poplinski's got other ideas.
Brooke doesn't
And
need
it
to do
comes
that.
to Coleman.
Yep, we don't need to do that.
Up 4-1. Barger with it for Cronkite.
Come on, Cronkite. Come on, Cronkite.
Lynette Cronkite shot.
Oh. That's sitting there. Keep going. There you go.
Covered by Dubé for a face-off.
Good shot by Cronk. Kind of off the goalie's melon. She didn't know where it was at.
7:42 left in the third period. Shots 36-12 in favor of the Wildcats. Score, of course, is 4-1. The winner of this game plays the winner of Apple Valley and Eastview. Eagles up 2-0 right now in that game. Poplinski keeps it in for Rees at the dot. Force wide. Now behind that, Cronkite with it.
Look at our points. Look at our points. They're wide open.
Wide open for Erickson.
Get on that, Neva.
Erickson's shot won't go.
Hastings, look at they got 5 players below the dots at all times. We should be just totally feeding our D.
With it now is Petrich, who plays it out of the zone for Hastings. Played back in by Poplinski and chipped back out. Poplinski there, Brooke Poplinski, the captain and leader. Now Cronkite for Erickson at her own blue line in front of her own bench. Plays it up for Hansen. But it comes to the Raiders. It's Radke with it. Good outlet, but off the stick, though, of Larson into the Eagan zone. 6:45 left in the third period.
Good out by Brooke.
Now the Raiders have it. Hansen for the Raiders, guarded by Stiff.
Good. Ran out of real estate there.
Yeah, she did. Platts in there for Eagan. Now with it is McKinnon. Into the zone. Behind the net, Raiders with it. This is Buck. Plays it ahead for Hansen, but no.
Good read by Sid Coleman there.
Very good
Here we
pitch.
go. Got a chance. Point. Give it to her.
Coleman again. She tees it up. Shot.
Nice rip by Sid Coleman.
Very good.
Nice play
good
by Sid.
Good shot. Good low shot there, Mark. Now is McKinnon to the point for Coleman.
Good
Cross
cycle
ice.
it over. Come on, Maddie. Rip
Platts,
that.
and her shot
Ooh.
deflected wide. Under 6 minutes to go.
Here it is.
Shot by Hansen just over the net, deflected wide. Played up by the Raiders, kept in by Coleman. Good play there to get down low.
That's all you got to do is keep it down low and feed the D.
Up by 3, Mark. No sense in being crazy here.
No, play it safe, play it smart. Go to the D and fire it at the net.
And played down the ice by the Raiders. And Coleman touches it with the high stick.
That's going all the way in.
We're going to call a high stick here.
Yeah,
As Coleman touches it. Good hand-eye coordination there by
good hand-eye coordination.
Yeah,
but it's not a good play at all. Sid should have just let that go as an icing.
Yes.
Let it go, or use your hand to grab it if you can. But
5:23 left in the third period. Shots 37-12 in favor of the Wildcats. A dominant performance shot on goal-wise.
Get this draw back here now, Maria.
Cooper on the draw against Larson. Kept in by the Raiders. Wrist shot. Larson or Nickel.
Big rebound there, and another shot from the point.
I'm not sure how Nickel saw that, but she got a piece of it. Played deep by Marsh, who's got the first goal of the game for the Wildcats.
Good.
Played out of the zone.
Good.
No, kept in.
Looks like we got our center high. Maria staying high about in the circles there, just so there's not an odd man rush. Keep it down. Come on, Carly. There we go.
Good
on,
play
Carly.
by Marsh. Backhand
Give it to
shot.
Alyssa.
Oh, for Hennessy. Great idea, Mark.
Come on, Alyssa. I don't think Alyssa scored yet this year, has she?
I'm not sure.
I know she's got some points, but that'd have been nice.
Would have been. Now's the time. On goal and saved by Dubé for a face-off.
All right, we got 4. So we got 3 lines, a little over a minute per shift, so you got about a shift each, right? You win your shift, you win the game.
Yep. Again, the winner of this game plays the winner of Eastview and Apple Valley on Saturday. February 9th, time to be determined.
I think it's the late game.
Okay.
Just because my daughter's taking the ACT, and she said I think it's a 7 o'clock game. She shouldn't have no stress about it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Play up and out of the zone. Raiders with it centered.
Oh, jeez.
Jenna Reese with it now. In the corner.
Go
Cross.
between.
Outlet pass won't go. It comes back to Eagan. And this is Reese with it. She'll regroup at her own face-off dot for Poplinski. Under 4 minutes to go as Poplinski gets it deep.
Quick shift.
Yep.
Get the fresh legs out there.
Eastview has scored, Mark, to make it 2-1. Eastview Lightning.
Boom.
McKinnon bouncing puck won't go.
Eastview, they won't die. They'll keep playing it. You know, it's crosstown rival.
Yes.
There, 2 Apple Valley schools, and
So again, the winner of this game plays the winner of that game, and it's 2-1 Apple Valley now in the 3rd period. Lightning has just scored. Make it 2-1.
is Valley the 4 seed.
They are, and Eastview is the 5. Of course, they're both the home team there at that rink.
Yeah.
They're playing at the same rink.
Yeah.
They both play at that rink, so no home ice advantage for either team. Played down the ice. Schreiber with it. Played offside. Wildcats regroup with 3:05 to go in the 3rd period. Raiders get it out of the zone. Hennessy with it.
Okay, Alyssa doesn't need to dangle right there. She just needs to throw it in deep.
Back come the Raiders across the line. This is Larson.
Good play by Jenna.
Schreiber pokes it away. Now Platson with it.
Good
For
shot.
Marsh. Marsh forced wide by Radke for the Raiders. With it now is Cooper. She'll get it deep as the Wildcats touch up. They say it's good at the line. Played up. Cooper gets it again and plays it in to the Hastings zone. Under 3 minutes to go. Wildcats up 4-1. Shots 40-12. After a sluggish start, Mark, a good effort for the Wildcats here.
Yeah. You're right. Here we go. Come on, Alyssa, put
Tennessee
that in.
backhand. That won't go. Played up, kept in, up, down the ice it goes.
It's going to be on net,
On
maybe.
goal. Well, Nickel plays it for Schreiber. Schreiber thinking about it. Plays it ahead. But it comes to Hastings. Now Cooper on the turnover. Well, she'll play it deep.
2 minutes.
Bouncing puck in the Hastings zone. Raiders play it up and out of the zone. Now Poplinski for Erickson.
Nope, Hastings is pulling the net, pulling the goal.
Interesting strategy here, down by
No,
3.
she went back.
She went back
Oh,
in.
it's because they're rushing. She was going, and then the Hastings coach put his hand out, which is smart because
kept in for now by Erickson. Does come out.
throw it in, Kronk.
Cronkite with it. Cross ice for Poplinski. A minute and a half to go in the 3rd period, and we'll say the game. Barger shot and glove there by Dubé for a face-off with 1:16 left to go in the 3rd period. 4-1 Wildcats is the score.
41-12. That's a lot of shots.
41 shots is a lot of shots. That might be the season high for the Wildcats.
I think you might be right.
Checking the out-of-town scores now as Apple Valley has scored to make it 3-1.
3-1. So there can't be too much time left in that game, right?
No.
If they're both 7 o'clock starts.
Yep. So
as it's looking right now, it should be us in Apple Valley, and I hate to look forward, but there's only a minute left to go here. We split with those guys, right? We beat them here, and we lost them in Apple Valley a few weeks ago.
So that will be a very interesting matchup.
And they play us tough. I'm glad it's at Eagan because that rink down Apple Valley, that's...
Yeah, I'll admit, we're jumping ahead, but if these scores hold, it will be Eagan versus Apple Valley on Saturday, February 9th, here at Eagan Civic Arena.
Yes.
We do not know the time yet.
I think
speculating on that game.
I think it's a 7 o'clock game, but that's just what I heard from my daughter.
And of course, our Eagan TV crew will be here.
Yes.
To cover that game on YouTube. So if you're watching this game now, Set your calendar for February 9th. Potentially, Eagan versus
That's not
Apple
live,
Valley.
though. That's
It will be on tape delay. So our Eagan TV crew is here, and they'll be here if we win on February 9th to cover that game against probably Apple Valley. We can't count ECU out yet.
All right,
they are tenacious.
We got our fourth line out there. I like to see it.
I like that.
Got Catalina Decker and Cora Hall and Schoberl.
1:15 to go at the point. Erickson tees it up.
I'd like to see him get a goal here.
Wide of the net. Cora Hall behind the net now. But it comes to Hastings and played up around the boards for Petrich. For the Raiders, good play there by Petrich. Shot there.
All right, goalie's pulled.
Goalie's pulled 55 seconds left.
So maybe one of these guys can give me a little gimme goal here.
Well, if you're down by 3 in the final minute, it's a tough road to hoe, as you know, Mark.
Let's put in CC Berger. Good.
I like it.
We got all the young kids out there now.
Why not? Why not? Off the draw, controlled by the Raiders. Shot by Buck, deflected.
Don't ice it. Just don't.
Nickel.
Yeah, just get it outside the blue line is your main goal.
Shot to the net. Won't go.
Good scrappings at CC Berger in the corner there.
It is, yep. 35 seconds to go.
Oh, don't ice it.
Played up and kept in. Update from Burnsville. It's 1-1 in overtime. The Burnsville Blaze
Cottage Grove
playing against Cottage Grove. They are going to overtime. Our crack ETV staff here, Roger Stiff, our executive producer, is on it. It's 1-1 going to overtime.
Cottage Grove, come on. That would be something.
This is exciting. This is what it's all about right here. These playoff games right here, you never know what's going to happen. Burnsville, the heavy favorite,
and playing so well.
Yes,
down
my
the stretch.
goodness. They have been the hot team.
Pounding everybody.
And credit to Cottage Grove for taking that to overtime. We will update this as we go. We're down to 10 seconds, so as a stick goes flying
What is that?
I don't know. That was a Hastings player.
Just eat it. A smart play right
2
there
seconds.
by Coral.
One, and that'll do it.
All right, we move on. Win and move on, right?
Shots are 41-15 in favor of the Wildcats. The score is 4-1, and we roll on to Saturday night.
Let's move it. We win and move on. Going into the semifinals. Boy, that'd be nice if Cottage Grove could knock off.
Well,
I wonder how the East Ridge game. East Ridge and Rosemont.
We're
Rosemont's tough too.
Right now, Roger Stiff is in charge of out-of-town scores, and he has it. He's got. Yep,
final
3 East 2-1.
Final
in the third.
What about East Ridge? East Ridge and Rosemont.
All right, Roger Stiff is on it. So we are watching that game. Burnsville, the number 2 seed against Parker Cottage Grove, the 7th seed, 1-1 going to overtime.
That's why you want to get the highest seed possible, right? Because you never know in the playoffs.
A shocker from the Burnsville arena
so far.
And we will be going off the air without an update on that. But no matter what, Mark, the Wildcats win. They will play Saturday against the winner of Apple Valley ECU. It's looking like Apple Valley right now, but that game is, of course, not over yet.
Yes, yeah, and I'm sure probably Apple Valley. You know, they'll play it smart. They'll throw it down deep. I'm sure it's late into the third period, but you never know.
You never know.
And I don't really have a preference of those two. I guess we swept Eastview, but they got some good players, and you know, it's one thing about our conference in this section is. There's not a whole lot of difference between, the top and the bottom.
Right.
I mean,
No, there really
isn't.
isn't.
All really 8 good teams. I mean, Hastings here, they had a tough year, but they scrapped it out today, and they made it close. I mean, we outshot them pretty bad, but their goalie did a nice job, and they had some chances.
If you're Coach Wilson, whether you play Eastview or Apple Valley, it's going to be a very challenging game. It's not a game you can take lightly.
And it's all the little things. You got to stay out of the box. You got to break it out. You look for your centers. Feed your D. All the little things that you work on all year it's magnified in playoffs because a play here, a play there can cost you a game, can end your season. So that's what makes it fun.
So we will see you on Saturday at Eagan here at Eagan Arena. If you're watching in Eagan, come down to the game.
Yes, come on down.
We anticipate a night start at 7 o'clock. Check your local listings.
I think Saturday hopefully I'll have some maybe the JV here and some. Some of the senior girls and junior girls come down here. Soccer girls, challenge those guys get out here.
So if you're watching on YouTube, Check your local listings or go to mshssl.org, Minnesota State High School League, and check tomorrow for the opponent and game time. It will be Saturday, February 9th, here at the Eagan Arena. We know that much.
Okay.
And Eagan TV will be here for that game as well. We'll see you then. Good night
Signing off.
from Eagan Arena.